Which slide is it?
How many you need?
Somebody want to sit there back.
Yeah, that's just it.
Is there another chair up there?
Yeah,
One right here.
You got one.
here's another one. Somebody want
You can put it right here, so we can all, everybody want to take it?
Need a bit. I don't think nobody will take it.
One right here.
No, but
You hear me inside the program? Can you
That's
write
a
that
comment I
on there?
did.
Anybody want to do some work?
All right, I would like to say good morning to everybody. Good morning. All right, we thank God for just being here. And I'm just so grateful to see all of you, Student Support Services, TRIO. I just thank God for being a part of this program because this program has helped me, praise God. When I think about it, 22 years ago, I graduated from this school. And I want you to know that, praise God, that it makes a big difference. I am holding 3 of my degrees that I got here. I don't know what y'all covers are now when you graduate, but this is from 1997, 1995, and I'm still holding my degrees that sit at home. And I just thank God, but I'm so proud of this program. I am proud of the people that even thought about such a program like this because we all need this program. Because it is federally funded, they always have to fight to keep it. It's not a program that, that people just want to fund. It's a program that have to fight all the time to stay alive. And I thank God for this program because when I came to school years ago, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I'm a mother of 5, grandmother of 6, great-grandmother of 2. But at that time, I had 5 children. I didn't know what to do. And somebody told me about Student Support Services. I made my way over here. I didn't even know what I was going to say. All I know is I needed help. And when I came in this building, right here, there were people that was here that greeted me with a smile. And I began to just pour out my heart. And when I got through, I left that day, I was smiling harder than ever. Because I was so grateful because I found out information that I needed to survive. Because one thing about my schooling during that time, I hated math. Couldn't stand it. Now I love English. And thank God for this mathematician right here. And y'all know his name? Well, did we introduce y'all? Do everybody know them? Or can y'all introduce yourselves right quick for me?
I'm Pastor Itake. I'm the Master Skill Advisor.
I'm Pamela Morgan, the tutor coordinator.
And I'm Deborah Hill, the program counselor.
Melvin Felton retired.
That's right. And he has. But he's still busy as a bit. But thank God for all of them. And also Shirley Price was here. Shirley Price, Catherine Brinson, who else?
Yeah.
I can't remember, but anyway, there's one big team of people that was willing to help. And I am so grateful today that I walked in this building because I was scared of math, hated math, and I finally sat down and I talked to them and they led me to a math tutor. And I want you to know I came from not knowing how to divide. And when I made the newspaper here, that newspaper talks about me not knowing how to divide. And I'm not ashamed because I finished high school, but I still didn't know how to divide. But anyway, when I came here in this place right here, Student Support Services, they wound up helping me get a tutor. And when I got through, I had took algebra, trigonometry, passed algebra with an LB. Then turned around and took trig and passed it with an A.
No, you didn't.
You couldn't tell me nothing. Honey, I grew up real fast. And I tell you, I said, oh my God, you mean to tell me I suffered all this long? Don't y'all do like me now. Whatever goal you got in mind, do not run from it. If that's where your heart is, do not run from it. Well, it's nursing, social work, whatever, do not run because there are people right here in this building that can help you get where you're trying to go, to your other 4-year colleges or wherever you're trying to go. There is people that's right here set up to help you. And I want you to know that when I start making them A's and B's in 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 math, you couldn't tell me nothing. And I ran from nursing because I did medical assistant here. I did, I didn't know what I wanted to be, so I was doing all this. The other thing is, try to make your mind up early. Do not waste a lot of time. Because when you waste a lot of time, let me tell you what happens. You waste a whole lot of credits that could have been on the major credit, and you could get out faster versus you doing 4 things, don't know what you want to do. So it's good to know what you want to do. And I know at first when you come to school, you kind of like, let me do a little bit of this, I changed this over here. But do not do like me. When we are funded money, I found this out the hard way, down through the years. When we are funded money, that money is allotted so much, and I would put it like in a year. Then you know it go down for years and years, you know, because everybody, once you do that Pell Grant thing, we only allotted a certain amount of money. But what I was doing, I was playing tick and tack, and next thing I know, my money was running out because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I could have had 2 4-year degrees if I didn't play tick and tack. I have associate degrees. But I am standing here today to tell you as a single parent, I'm proud of them. Because when I came here, I didn't have nothing. But I am proud of these. Where some people jumping up and down for masters, and I can tell you, I have twins, both of them have masters. I have a daughter that's a school teacher at Fayetteville. When they graduated from James Spruill, when they graduated from South Lenoir, I love this school. I love this school. But when they graduated from South Lenoir, they were 2 of the top 10. And I want you to know when my daughter went to school for a teacher, there were 15 teachers. She got her master's. Never told me about she was going to get her master's. Got her master's. She was the youngest one in the class, and she graduated with a 4.0 with master's. So I said that to say this: the generational curse can be broken.
Yes, sir.
I and my sister. This is my sister Brenda. That's holding the camera. Our mama. When I was born to a 16-year-old mama. And my aunt, which is my mama's sister, I'm thankful that she's, raise your hand so they know who you are.
Yes.
She helped raise them because our mama passed when I was 10. And when she was 9. She was 16 years old when she had me. My dad, he didn't finish school. In the 8th grade, he had to quit because he worked on the farm, in the field. But see, y'all ain't got to work in the field. Y'all got computers, so you ain't even got to go out there like that. But they had to go through the hardship. And but with me not having the right kind of schooling and the people that's right there for me to tell me, say, okay, now you finished high school, now you need to focus towards college. I had to do all that on my own. My sister can vouch. We had a hard time because even when she needed her paper signed, because my parent didn't understand that school was important, she had to go to another source. Is that right, sis?
That's correct.
She had to go to another source and get it signed. When you got parents and family and guardians that understand what you're doing, they will help you. You got people here that will help you. You have no reason not to make your goal. Because all you got to do is ask for help. Whether it's math, whether it's science, whether it's English, there's people here that can help you. And always remember, do a team play thing. What you can't get, she can get. And then you just put it together and make it a whole. Because that does help. And I want you to know, because of me today and who I am, I'm a school bus driver for early college at LCC. I drove my bus before I came down. And I asked my sister, my aunt, and my sister here, Sister Joyce. This is Executive Joyce Clark of Young Women Outreach Center. She's a professional person. And I have learned so much from her, because when you're dealing with people that are doing something, you can do something. When you hang with negative people, you ain't gonna do nothing. And I stick with people that's doing something. And I want you to know, by me sticking with her, praise God, and seated, we have we're in a gang. Y'all know about gang, bad gangs, this and that, but we're in a good gang, and hopefully she'll have a few minutes so that she can share that. But I want to tell you that I thought about this. I said, if I had a topic, even though that I know I'm not in church, but I'm gonna leave something with you, and you're gonna remember this. My topic today is me and you. That's right. Me and you is my topic. The reason why I named it that is because when I came to school, I was thinking about me. But now that I have grandchildren, I think about you. I have a granddaughter that'll be 13 Friday. She got her report card. She has straight A's. She don't have a B on it nowhere. Every year from the time that she's been to school, I think we might see one C, and she's in the 7th grade. And that was way back there. I want you to know she made it into the honor society. What's that honor society that they have?
Beta Club, National Honor Society.
Yeah. She's in that. She's been in it twice. And I want you to know she's in the 7th grade. She's in the county band. She plays. She's talented. I am giving her a birthday party this Saturday in Kinston.
And sing.
And she sings. But what I'm trying to say is this generational curse can be broken. Because of me and me not having the right sources and people in place until I came to James Front. I love this college. I love this college. I talk about this college right here. And this young lady right there, she just started working with me at a job in Kinston. And when I told her, you know how you try to get acquainted with people? I said to her, and me and her started talking. And her, she, Mr. James Brown, asked her, did I have a fit? Did I have a fit or what? Tell them, go and tell them, I don't care. I had a fit. I said, you said what? And this is in Kinston, so you know I'm dealing with somebody in Kinston. I ain't thinking they even knowing nothing about James Brown. She said, I'm a student there and I love that school. I said, girl, give me 5. Give me 5, cause yes sir. And she, when I told her I was speaking, she said, okay. And so when I saw it, I had to hug her.
That was nice.
Because that makes so much. So you don't never know the people you're gonna meet.
That's right.
And she's in school, I think, for nursing, right? Gonna be right. And I want you to know, so what I'm telling all of y'all, don't waste time taking a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Let it add up to something, because the more time you waste, you get out of the notion. See what I'm saying? And Mr. Felton just recently told me that, cause see, I did all of my nursing, and I took anatomy 1, and they ain't do good. But when I got through, my brain was racking. But I got all my nursing all my courses out of the way, except for anatomy 1 and 2 and biochem. And I didn't come back and get in the program. I mentioned something to Mr. Felton. He told me, Georgia, it's never too late. And that's him. Because he was my teacher also. What was that, Black History Month? Yeah, he was my teacher also. And one thing about Mr. Felton, you gonna learn something in his class. Because I'm going to tell you, when I was in his class, he gave us an example, talking about making a pot of soup. Now, here I am, I'll be 62, and I ain't forgot that pot of soup yet. He said, when you put your vegetables all in the pot and everything, he said, yeah, the vegetables good. He said, but if you ain't got the meat in there, you ain't got nothing. And I want you to know, you got to have the meat of the whole idea. So what y'all got to do is know where you're going, where you're trying to go to, and always remember, because your mama didn't do it and your daddy didn't do it, you might be the first one in the family to do it. Because they want nurses and doctors and lawyers, and we want people that's compassionate. One thing I found out about TRIO, compassionate, they worked it out where if you was low income, they worked it out if you was a veteran. So there is nobody that, if they need some help,
No excuse.
that's right. And then with this early college program like we're in Kinston, some of them kids come to school, they get on my bus, they just as nonchalant, like, you know, and all this and that. And I said to myself, you better wake up if you plan on going to, well, they're already in college because you do 2 years there, and then you just come to another 2-year college and get have 4 years. But I look at them because they're nonchalant, but I always try to talk to them. So I said that to say this. Remember this, you are somebody. And remember what I told you when I started off, it's me and you. See, I found that it won't just about me, because now I have grandchildren. So now when I look back and I see my granddaughter Shemaiah with straight A's, it's me and you. I pass on what's from me to you. Because what's in me, I want you to do better than me. Because we didn't have the opportunity. We didn't have early college. We didn't have none of these programs like that there. And this program, yes, the enemy want to take it out. You know why? Because it helps you and you and you to get better. So when you come and support this program, that let the government know we need this program.
Right.
See, when folks don't come up in here and have a seat or run over here for help or looking for, you know, answers, and you going everywhere else when this building is still sitting here, these people's here waiting on you, and half the time I don't even understand what he's saying, but he explained that math. When he explained that math, you understand that. He made that clear. He made that clear. You might not understand that, but he made that clear. And I want you to you know, praise God, he's a very good mathematician. Yes, he is. But I tell you what, though, if I had him when I was here years ago, I'd be like, what you say? What you say? As long as I got them figures right, we ain't gonna worry about all of that. But I just thank God because, you know, God just have a way. And what's so good about it? There are people from all over. There are people from all over the United States to help you. There are people from everywhere. And always remember, it's a fight, yes, to stay alive. It's a fight. And yes, you have to crawl with your boots. Yes, you have to lay all over. I lay all over my boots at night. And when I wake up, I'm all over. One of them bent the page. And I know you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Yes, somebody. But you got to put your priorities first. Yes, they got the phones now where you can do homework. But look at your phone for homework and not the other stuff.
You better say that.
Because you're after a goal. You're after a goal. And sometimes, you know, if your phones are allowed in the classroom, some folks ain't really focused on what the teacher's saying. And they ain't really looking at what the teacher said. So always remember, don't hang with negative people. Negative. Remember, it's about me and you. What we do now is for your future. See what I understand? Just like what I have done. If I go back, like I said, I gotta find a space because I'm a school bus driver. I take care of lady in between. I do home health, and then I work at a place called Spring Hall. I take care of the old. So I work day and night, taking care of some people. I love people. I love people, all ages, all kinds, because it don't make a difference. Always keep in mind, color don't mean nothing. It's about me and who? It's about who?
Me and you.
Right, and so when you go home, you tell somebody something about me and you, what you mean? I'm doing this for me, but in the future when I have some children and I have my family, it's going to be for you. Because my granddaughter always watches me. I'm her inspiration. And I remember one year, me and my twins, I have twins also, Jeremiah and Shelomai. And I know one year all of us was in school. I was at James Sprint and they was at South Lenore. We put our report cards on the table. I said, all right, now I was smiling. I had A's and B's. I was just smiling, right? My twins put their report cards on the table. They want to see nowhere. I said, give me 5. All of us had A's and B's. And them children graduated with honors. 2 of the top 10. And I want you to know today that my son and his wife is in real estate, pursuing their own country. He did get his master's in business. And he graduated from Texarkana. My daughter, she graduated from Campbell, and they got their masters. So where I got associates, there's masters. Now this granddaughter of mine right here, that's 13. I'm trying to see what she gonna get. That means she got to do doctors. Huh? Excuse me? Huh? So that means I'm looking for a greater. So yes, I am so glad I know this right here. These teams right here, because all the questions that I got can be answered here in James Sprint. And all that you don't know, there's somebody that can tell you. So I am so grateful today to come with you because I graduated, like I said, in 1997. I went out here in 1993, and it was, like I said, it was hard. But I want you to know today that I got one in general education, data entry. Let me see. General. You can see how often I look at them. General education, data entry. I'm proud of my degrees, y'all. And general technology. And nobody can take them away. Nobody. And the other thing I want to show you is me. Me. Do you see me? Am I up there on this here? The reason I brought this to show you is that this made me proud. I came in here, I wanted to volunteer my time. You got to always remember that volunteer pays off.
Yeah.
And I wanted to help people that did not know how to read and write, that needed some help. And so I went and talked with someone, and they said, you want to work? I said, yes. And because I wanted to work, we was helping out with the GED program, helping those that could not. You'd be surprised at the age group like my age that cannot read. They sugarcoat it a little bit, but they need you to read it for them. And anytime you have some extra time on hand, just get a book and sit beside them. Oh, Lord, my God. Just get a book and sit beside them. And you read one line and help them read one line. Find out where you can volunteer and give your time because it look good on your resume.
It does.
Every time you got a volunteer area up there, when you fill that up, man, they see you volunteering over here at the fire department, see you volunteering over here at the SSS. Because you know, let me tell you something. Yeah, we won't get paid, but no more than what people get these days. You might as well just volunteer without nothing. Because the only thing you don't get $25, you can get $5. So you might well come and volunteer. So don't forget, that's how you can fill your resume up. It'll make you look real good, and you'll feel real good. And I do thank God that my aunt came, and I do have to acknowledge her because she's 81, and she took care of us because see, our mother passed when we were young, and I could use that as an excuse to not want no education. Because people let obstacles get in their way from what they face in life, and they don't pursue their goal. Your brother may get shot, somebody may get killed, oh, this done happen, that done happen. You got to realize that yes, you're going through for the moment, but there's help right here if you need it. I mean, you got somewhere to go to cry on. If you need to cry on somebody's shoulder, it's okay. Crying helps you. Sometimes we don't want to cry. Sometimes we just like, I'm okay. You ask them, how you doing? I'm okay. And be about the bus. Tell somebody. Tell Mr. Felton, call him up. He said retired. He ain't got nothing to do. Give him something to do. Look, he made it clear.
I'm working all kinds of jobs.
I had to get Mr. Felton back because I tell you, that is a man, praise God. I really thank God for it because you got people that care here. And I'm telling you, he had reached out, you know, and we all go through battles and we all go through trials and things on our job and our life. So don't just think you're going to go through at home. You're going to go through everywhere. And when you get out here in the real society, you're going to really go through there too. And so just know that if you can handle it here while you got help, then when you get out there, you'll be like walking with your chest up, being somebody. That's right. How many of y'all are near graduation this year? Graduation time this year. Raise that hand. Let everybody see. Be proud, honey. Because that's what in May.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. So
Right.
she's near graduation. So guess what? Don't you know that she's bubbling over? She's bubbling over because when you get near that mark, boy, something begin to rise and you already know it's going to get harder when it get closer. And by her trying to work, and then trying to get all that last little bit of stuff in there, it's going to be a challenge for you. I ain't going to tell you it ain't. But I will tell you this, it's going to be worth it all. Honey, when we walk there and buying it and we see her over there with her little stuff on and taking blood pressure,
That's right.
it might be had to take mine, but I'm going to say, yeah, I remember you. But one thing I have realized too, that James Sprunk do produces good students. And I also want y'all to know that I was a welfare mom. I was on the system, and me and my ex-husband, I found out that he didn't want nothing out of life, so I boogied. And when I boogied, I said, what I'm going to do now? So anyway, I heard now. So I found out that I wanted to get off the system because the system is here to help you. Thank God for food stamps. Thank God for all the little extra they give. But guess what? I felt real good when I decided to come to school, learn something, and guess what? And tell God thank you. I thank Him for that now. Don't get me wrong. But guess what? All that stuff is going to fade out.
Yeah.
All that's fading out slowly, but surely. So if I were you, I would make every minute count. Because honey, just as sure as Trump can cut them things off, he going to do it in a little sneaky way at first. But then after a while, guess what? It's going to all be gone. So I said that to say this. Let every minute count. Every minute. And I want to read my poem to you, and then I'm going to be finished, y'all. I wrote a poem concerning about time. And I would just like to share that right quick, because one thing I learned is that you got to take time out. And while I'm looking for that, can I ask anyone, do you have a question for me? You're welcome. The floor is open for you. know somebody got a question.
Come on, somebody. Have y'all told her what majors, what you're majoring in? Tell her, your majors, what your goal is. Adrian?
Hello, my name is Adrian Johnson. I'll be graduating next year. I was supposed to be graduating this year, but I switched majors last year around this time, spring of last year.
Okay.
So I'm going for computer technology, information technology, and information systems. I'll be graduating next year.
Praise God.
Good
job. And you know we need that.
Everybody, Asian, Martha, tell what your major is.
My name is Asia Murphy. I am going to school for early childhood, school age, and general ed. And I will be done next May with early childhood and school age, and this summer I'll be done with general ed.
All right now, that's what I'm talking about.
And I'm vice president of FGA.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's right. See, you're already moving right along.
And she chooses for SSN.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Came out your office for Phi Theta Kappa.
Yeah, they said they put you on the spot.
I'm in PTK and I am vice president of something and I forgot.
Oh, wow. So you're doing something with your life
Yeah.
already at a young age, and all you gotta do is keep going.
Yeah.
Cause honey, we'll probably see your name on the billboard.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Go
There you
girl.
go. Let's keep on. Anybody else?
Jay?
That's right, no?
Come on, tell me. Tell me what you're doing.
My name is China Listener. I'm here for social arts. When I leave here, I plan on getting my bachelor's to become a forensic scientist.
What country?
Forensic scientist.
Oh, wow. That's a biggie.
Yes.
Anybody else? Z?
Don't be ashamed, cause
My
you see
name
I
is
ain't.
I'm taking an early childhood education and infant education and general ed.
Andrew, all right now. All right now, that's what I'm talking about, keeping it moving. All right now. Anybody else?
I know y'all got some questions for her.
Single mom, children in school, grandchildren in school. How do I do it? Work 3 jobs, got all them folks, been to give a party. It's because I'm determined, I'm motivated. I have my mind focused. You have to stay focused. That's how I can do it. That's how I can do it. And I wrote a poem for, last time I spoke 2 years ago, I wrote a poem and I added student support services in it. And I don't know where it's at here, but I do know that I had wrote that poem, but I write poems sometimes. And the name of this poem is, What Do You Have to Give? Now, think about it before I go further. What do you have to give? Sometimes your time is more valuable than your money. The time we spend, the time we lose, is one of the most important things in the golden rule. People come and people go. Sometimes there's not a pattern and not even a flow. Just keep in mind that when we're just keep in mind that we're not just losing money, but valuable time. Even though some people, all they do is whine, whine, whine. The time we give to others can never be replaced. All we have to do is be a blessing and stay in the race. We live in a world today where people are going to and fro, that they forget that the time is moving even while they're on the go. Some don't even take time to stop and think how valuable they are and how they could be gone in a matter of a blink. If you are willing and eager to learn, you can always be one of those that will give a helping hand. God bless, that's from me. Nice. I made poems that sometimes when I'm driving my bus, and I can get a word because, like I said, I am an English major. When I was out here, my teacher did want me to tutor research papers. So where I wasn't good in math, I was good in English. And always remember that you may be better in this and you may be better in that. And all we have to do is help each other.
Right.
Don't y'all be afraid to raise your hand for help. If you're afraid to raise your hand in class, ask your neighbor, ask somebody. But if your teacher say any questions, ask the question. Don't be scared, cause it's not stupid. Cause the same question you had in mind, I wanted to know anyhow.
Right.
Ain't that right?
That's right.
I wanted to know anyhow. But I just like to say that. And one thing leads to another in life. And like I said, I do have executive Joyce Clark here. And behind the fact that we are always out to help people, we have a gang called A Good Gang, and I'm going to ask you to come and just share that right quick. But we have called A Good Gang, and we're out to help people in our community, in our neighborhood, and it's not just stable in Kinston. It's a worldwide thing. So I'm in that Good Gang. So just know, I'm a mother, I'm working, I'm in a Good Gang. So just ask me, what's next? Ask me.
What's next?
You'll find out. Keep watching. Love you. God bless you.
Before
you describe your program, Ms. Georgia, sit down.
Wow.
We want to thank you for coming out, taking time out of your schedule to come, and you spoke of that poem that's in my office. I have it up on top of my shelf. So when the students come by, they can actually see it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, God bless you. Thank you.
Let me get a picture of you and Georgia right quick.
Okay.
All right, let me take my grandma's sweat off.
You can get it.
Come in. Yes. It's one time. You never know.
Say cheese.
Gee.
All right.
God bless you. And thank y'all.
Good morning. I'm Joyce Clark. As my sister Georgia has said that she's in a program called The Good Gang. I run a center in Kinston, North Carolina called the Young Women's Outreach Center. I'm a founder and the director of the nonprofit agency. We work with youth and family all across Eastern North Carolina, providing various programs to the youth and families, counseling, education, job training, things to help the individual be self-sufficient. That is our goal and our mission. And because it's a Young Women's Outreach Center, it's not just only for women. We serve and provide services for men as well. When we say the family approach is the big thing that's serving everybody and to make sure they become self-sufficient and independent, that's what we do. The center been in existence for 28 years. I am semi-retired but still operate the center, providing various programs and services through the agency. One of the programs she talking about, The Good Gang, we hear about gangs all the time. You know, gang has missions and purpose, and they design it and they do it well. Well, we do too. The Good Gang comes in a form, it's a women's support program for girls, ladies, and women, helping you to become self-sufficient. We take care of our own. We support you. Whatever the needs are, we all have problems. We go through crisis. We go through different circumstances, but you can overcome it. So the Good Gang is to help pull you up, lift you up, bring you up on the surface so that you can succeed. And so the Good Gang been in existence for a year, and we have fine ladies, girls and ladies and women. We have them from young to old. The old always bring wisdom. You always want wisdom because when they've been there, they've done that. They know about the ropes and the chains. So now you got the wisdom. And then you got one which I consider in the middle of ladies that are going through and have accomplished some of the things or accomplished some of the challenges. So you have them as a support system. And then you got the young girls that knows a lot about what's going on in today's society that can help compromise to the young and the old. So our Good Gang is called Guardian Angels Networking for God. That's the acronym for gang. Guardian Angels Networking for God. And that's what our women's in our mission do. We support, we network, we support one another. We lift them up. We bring you out of trouble. We all need someone to talk to. Sometimes you can't afford to go to a psychiatrist where you need to talk, or sometimes you don't feel comfortable going to someone. But when you're surrounded by a pool of loving girls and women that are there to lift you up, you can release and not worry about cost or the price or anything because you got a family. And that's what the Good Game there. We're established to lift and bring you up and doing good for your life. So I commend you all for staying focused, going to the college, because education is important. Don't let anyone ever tell you education don't mean anything. Education means a lot. It only takes for your driven, your mission to help the world keep turning. You know, from coming through the stage for college, I couldn't say, I have several degrees. And my degrees, one of it is not psychology. But God put me in a path to open the door for that. I went into mental health to get my certification through the doors opening. My degrees are computer science engineer. I build, design computers and programs.
Sure do.
So that's my main thing. But God opened the door that I can train you individual. Shortcut. I would tell you to go to school to get that paper, that degree. But you can succeed. So we have so many, and I have another degree. I have masters in both of those. Business administration, computers has been my main major driven. But I know I wanted to start and do my own business, so I know I needed business administration to help me take me where I need to go.
That's right.
So you can succeed by following the goals, your mission, and your dreams. You just have to stand firm. When you stand firm, believe you can do it. Don't let anything stop you from doing it, because you can succeed. So push your way through. I have a legal medical degree. I'm a Sagittarius, what people say Sagittarius.
Yep.
I get busy and get bored, so I needed a different trades. So when I got time for one thing, I can jump to another. But Lord just opened doors that He can put me in all multiple tasks of things. And now I'm giving that back to the people that want it.
All right now.
And that's what the Young Women Outreach Center, the agency does, is giving that back. The Good Game, I'm giving that back. I train individuals that can't go to be certified counselors, but they can know key points, how to work as a counselor. They can have key points, how to do programs on their own business. I always push, you can run your own business. You don't have to work for anyone.
All right.
You can run and operate your own business yourself. So push your goals and stay firm with your goals. And if you need any help, like she said, you got to college. That's the best support starting. And anyone, and I always say, Sister Georgia's been with me for years after she come.
Yes.
Stay positive and stay positive. Connect yourself with positive people. Stay away from the negative. You know things are not going right. Stay away from those that are doing negative. You can encourage them, but if they wish not to change your direction. It's up to you. They don't drive your direction. It's for you to drive yourself. So stay connected with positive people. Very important. Once you do that, you can see and be whoever you wish to be. At age 55, I semi-retired. My company still runs. I'm still the overseer and founder of it. But I still do things now that I want to do at age 55.
All right now.
And get the money, don't have to worry about struggling. And if I had to go to that point, I know a way to make money.
Shall we do?
So you got to make sure to put yourself first in whatever you do. It's very important. We have a workshop May the 4th for all women. We got great speakers and information for you to get ahead. It will be at from 8:30 to 2 o'clock at North Carolina Cooperative Extension Program. It's the Ag Extension Program off of Highway 11. So if you wish to come, please come out. The cost is only $10. You're going to get great benefits for workshops and classes and people to help you to lead. Our theme is, I Rise Up. And if you're wishing to rise up, come out and get that information. And I thank you for allowing me to speak. Sister Georgia put me on the spot for today.
Good job.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah, you did good job.
Thank you, appreciate you. Thank you.
And I don't wanna get beat up when I go home, but look, I don't wanna get beat up when I go home right quick, but I just like to say, I did encourage my sister Brenda right here with 11 months apart. And she said if I can do it, she can do it. So she did go to school. What you got your degree in?
Social work, human services.
Okay.
But she said if I could do it with all them children, she said she can do it. So I just wanted you to know that I encouraged her. So I don't want to get beat up because she'll be like, you ain't said nothing about me. So I had to string that out. But anyway, I love my family and we're very close. God bless y'all. Love y'all. Have a good day.
Definitely want you to come back. Can y'all, put out a survey for me before you go? It's only got a few questions. You got it?
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, can y'all take a picture with me with this crowd for they leave?
Yeah.
I want.
They'll go with some of the
Yeah, with
students, some of the
y'all.
students.
With y'all.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, get with, I want to, they gonna have to stand out there and take a picture here. Don't you leave? They might put you. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't take it. You can sit here. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
And if you wish to join the good gang, I forgot that, be sure to contact us. I have information, I'll leave it.
So hold on for me.
That's amazing.
Here's some more.
Close in a little bit. Oh, the survey.
This one I'm passing, so this one.
You want the students, right?
Yeah, all of them, that's all you.
For the students, for the students.
Close in a little bit.
And the, name of the workshop is called Mentoring Workshop, and put down
Next video,
Georgia
please.
Green.
Pass it
So
back.
she's our speaker.
Close in so I can get all of them.
You gotta
Hold on a
finish it,
minute,
yeah. This one I'm
yeah,
passing.
let me pass you back.
Now you know what I'm saying?
Everybody take, they got one. She wants y'all to,
See
You
how
need
it
more
goes.
finish, more finish.
Anybody need ink pens? He has the pens. Pass some of them pens.
A little closer. You found
She's
some.
passing some of the ink pens.
Might be getting hard.
Pass the ink pens back. Take the rest.
Good. Alright. Now we'll take one. Somebody have to take one, take the Georgia.
I got a plug in this.